The significance of the entry music for Bowe, quite obvious. His manager, Rock Newman, saying this past week, I can't understand why anybody would want to root for a Polish-born fighter against an American.
A blatant attempt to get the crowd on his side, and why not?
Not to mention that we're in New Jersey. And I've always wondered what a phalanx of police was, but I think that was it surrounding Bowe. And there's the record for Riddick. 39 wins, the one loss in the second of his 3 meetings with Evander Holyfield. 32 KOs for Bowe. Fighters' records tonight are being brought to you by The Ring, the Bible of boxing. And Andzieim Golota chooses to enter the ring to the strains of the Polish national anthem.
There was a kind of medieval splendor to these walk-ins. This is dramatic stuff.
Polish-American tears of joy and excitement in the arena already tonight, even before the action begins. Andzieim Golota was 28-0 when he took the ring against Riddick Bowe in Madison Square Garden in July. So the only loss of his career came in his most stirring performance. And let's go up to Michael Buffer for the continuation of this drama.
Ladies and gentlemen, main events, Caesars Atlantic City, and your undisputed, undefeated king of beers, Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Present the featured bout of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. Sanctioned by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board. Boxing Commissioner Larry Hazard Sr. Chairman Jerry Gormley. Board members Gary Shaw and Stephen Katz. Deputy Commissioner John Greco. Physicians at ringside, Dr. Charles Wilson, Dr. Eric Wormser, Dr. Earl Shaw, and Dr. Richard Snepper. The timekeeper is Roosevelt Gilbert. Counting for the knockdown seconds, alternate referee Benji Estevez. The three judges scoring this bout on a 10-point must system are Al DeVito, Shafiq Rashada, and Steve Weisfeld. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Eddie Cotton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, by way of Caesars Atlantic City, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, this is the rematch we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white, trimmed with red, and weighing in at 239 pounds. His professional record, 28 victories with 25 knockouts and only one loss. That by disqualification to the man he faces tonight. He is the pride of Poland, now living and fighting out of the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Andrew Golota. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing red trimmed with gold and weighs 235 pounds. This 1988 Olympic silver medalist now has a professional record of 39 victories, 32 by KO with only one defeat. He is the pride and joy of Brooklyn, New York, a two-time world heavyweight champion and former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe.
Don't take it, baby. Be in charge. Keep on. Do your work. Do your work. Andrew, Louis.
All right, boxers, you received your instructions in the dressing room. Anything below here is low. Anything below here is low. Okay? Let's keep your punches up. Obey my commands. Let's touch gloves. Have a good, clean fight. Let's touch gloves.
Riddick Bowe comes out of the mean streets of Brooklyn and rose to prominence. Andrew Golota rose from the mean streets of Warsaw. Let's hope they conduct themselves with honor tonight.
And you saw the police uniforms at ringside, so woefully absent on the night of July 11, so fully in evidence everywhere in the arena here tonight. But still, this is a live, electric crowd as round one begins. Riddick Bowe wore into the ring a robe with the name of his mother, Dorothy Bowe, on the back. She's the one who told him after the first fight, if you're going to get your ass whipped like that, you ought to retire.
In the early stages, both fighters, they are both looking for to establish the dominance of the left jab. Riddick Bowe went down this time to the body jabbing.
And Bowe consciously trying to double up on the jab. You saw earlier the tape piece that demonstrated how difficult that was for him in the first fight. No mystery to what Golota wants to do. He works off the jab as well.
Golota's summation of the first fight was, I destroyed his jab. The issue here is whether Riddick Bowe has put it together again.
A lot of people expected Bowe to come out firing and try to make an impression early on Golota. If so, he's trying to make a tactical impression. There is no immediate firestorm here.
Riddick Bowe is going down, even trying to throw a right hand to the body.
And there's a vicious left jab that landed flush for Golota.
Missing with right hands. This could be the beginning of the old stuff. Riddick Bowe want to stay in charge here. You got to make sure every right hand thrown connects.
Golota doubling the jab and jabbing right through Bowe's guard. They're tripling the jab, and the Polish-American contingent in the crowd already rising from their seats.
Andrew Golota is a lot better fighter moving backwards than he is coming forward. Riddick Bowe should move back a little bit. Let him come into his right hand. Since you can't find it reaching at him, let him come to you.
Bowe not yet really stepping forward and extending on the jab. Golota has been able to pop his as he does there. So far, round one of Bowe Golota 2 looks a lot like round one of Bowe Golota 1. Wild misses by Bowe. Golota had a very precise round. Riddick Bowe tonight without the legendary Eddie Futch.
All right, now listen to me, Bowe.
For the first time, Fel Torrance with the Q-tip behind his ear is now the chief trainer.
Throw your jab and pull back. You know, here come. Oh, just take that jab and keep that hand right in front of you, okay? When you use your jab, step in and don't pull away from those punches. When you jab with him. Jab with him. And keep your hands up as you walk to him, okay? Now you got to establish the jab. Establish the jab with the jab in the paint. But keep your hands up and do not pull back from the shot.
Has Golota again destroyed Bowe's jab? Take a look. And there again. That was the same sequence. What I noticed, George, in the first round is that Bowe, who is a naturally aggressive fighter, was trying to be more measured, and that he seemed a little uncomfortable or awkward in that stance.
That's true. And each time that Golota was able to land with that left jab, Bowe was getting ready to throw a right hand.
In round one, by punch stat numbers, Andrew Golota landed almost twice as many punches as Riddick Bowe, 26-14. He was more accurate with the jab as well, although Bowe, to his credit, attempted 41 jabs in the first round.
Last time, Bowe would land a left jab and then move his head back, and Golota would catch him on the counter. He's got to move his feet.
Golota landed his first left hook about 10 seconds ago. So far, Golota fighting a tactical fight at distance from Bowe, apparently confident that his longer reach and stiffer jab can give him the edge from out here. Hard power punches from Golota. Bowe goes down. Second time in his career that Bowe's been down, and he's wobbling badly. This was a good left-right combo by Golota. Plenty of time left in the round, and Golota looks as calm as an assassin as he steps back in.
And his first punch is to the body.
Bowe's not answering here.
Riddick Bowe doesn't know where he is.
And let's see if Golota can finish, George. You tell us about the techniques he'll use.
Well, he caught Riddick Bowe not prepared, but now when a guy knows you're going to knock him out, he has a tendency to cover up. And Golota has to be careful. Don't give him any courage by letting him land a good shot.
So far, Bowe hasn't been able to counter with anything. He's trying. He gets a left hand in there. Now a right hand for Bowe as he finds himself a little bit, but Golota wobbles him again. Golota to the body. Bowe finally holds on. Golota's landed a lot of leather here. If Riddick Bowe makes it out of the round, it'll be an act of Herculean courage. Golota again to the body. Hard right hand shot, and another. Bowe's taking a vicious and there's a cut over or under Golota's eye. I'm not sure which, but Golota has a seemingly dangerous cut. I think it's on the left eye.
Golota was very smart. He went back to the body.
10 seconds left in the round.
I gave Golota a 2-point round because it was a 3-point round, and a point got taken away.
I was trying to tell you the middle of the break.
Watch the ice.
You cannot.
Sam, get the goddamn water.
A sensational round. Where is the cut? It looks like it's in a bad place, right over the eye on the lid. Take a look at the knockdown. The punch landed high. You saw it landed almost on the scalp, George, above the ear.
He came back with that left hook, which he so often does.
Yeah, you pointed out, George, how Golota finishes every combination with the left hook.
He's well schooled. You always finish up and get yourself back in position with your left hook.
Eddie Futch said that Riddick Bowe is a lost cause. Is he? He comes out fighting.
He's no lost cause, but he's in there with one tough fighter.
Bowe landed a long right hand, which could start the bleeding on Golota's left eye again. Golota seems a little bit more tentative, perhaps worried about the effect of that cut.
This is where experience comes in. You've been in that shape before, fight your way out of it. Golota, he's picking up experience.
One thing is for sure, George, as Bowe lands another long right hand. Riddick Bowe might save himself with right hands and power punches here, but Golota has the longer, stiffer, better jab again.
Now Golota is starting to slow down, looking for one shot, too.
Good job, Phil. Listen up.
You see, he lands the left hook. He doesn't come back with his right hand. If he keeps the combinations up, believe me, he can get Riddick Bowe right back in that same condition.
Golota landed a low blow in there, and if he does that a few times, that could get him thinking some negative thoughts. Already, he's got to worry about the left eye.
And he's forgetting how to position himself away from Riddick Bowe's uppercut.
Let's go. Step back.
Bowe's making a nice little comeback at close quarters and getting inside Golota's jab. When they step back out at distance, Andrew dominates.
Why is Golota staying in so close, do you think, George?
And he's not doing it like he did the last time. He's allowing Riddick Bowe to come up with that uppercut.
Yeah, he's not turning sideways as effectively.
And he was so perfect last time. This time he's got to be more perfect with punches.
Blood all around Golota's left eye. Hard to tell whether it's damaging his vision at this point. Now he's starting to blink, and no question, Bowe is targeting the left eye with those looping overhand rights, and that's a good punch for Riddick.
Golota can only step back there and get his combinations back up. He can regain control of this fight.
But Golota's thought process doesn't seem to be as clear now as it was in the first two rounds. And Bowe is going to the power punches that might turn it around for him.
Golota is a good fighter, but Riddick Bowe is possibly the bravest fighter I've ever seen in the heavyweight division. Next to Muhammad Ali.
What makes you say that?
You knock him down, he's just seemed to have forgotten all about it. Hey, I'm in control.
Hard left hand by Golota. Bowe lands a right. They fire away at each other. Unbelievable.
And Bowe can take credit for that round because of the extra conditioning that he put himself through.
Come on, that right hand.
I got it. You're all right.
All right. Listen to me. No.
You're all right. You get out there and fight now. This is a championship.
You throw the right hand. Throw the
Give me that
left
water.
hand.
The key man in Golota's corner is cut man Joe Souza. Right there. He's one of the best in the
This
business.
guy's ready to fall down.
This guy's ready to go.
One combination.
This is your time to step him in. This is your time to stand up and be a man. One combination. Put those combinations together. 1-2s, right hands, left hooks. Understand me? You got to fight this bastard. When you get up off this chair this time, you fight.
This goes back to the first round. We're going to try to see where the cut comes from.
Oh, that's the butt. That
there you see the deliberate butt, which cost Golota a point in the first round.
And we're told that that's not what caused the cut over his eye. We're told that the cut over his eye was produced by one of those counter right hands that Bowe was able to land when Golota was hammering him against the ropes.
Golota must go right back to the basics. It all happened because he was boxing Riddick Bowe.
Golota flirts with low blow danger again and lands a little counter left hook in there. Bowe, you saw landing a hard right hand. Riddick comes to the body. Riddick Bowe fighting with a nothing to lose attitude now. He was almost gone on this evening, but now he's back in it big time. And Golota stumbles. Golota's never been knocked down, but he will be in a few seconds if this keeps up.
Riddick Bowe seems to be doing it all with overhand rights.
Well, let's see if Golota has the stuff that Bowe had when he came back.
Bowe landed a vicious right-hand uppercut, the kind that he couldn't land in the first fight. Golota seems not fully in control of his senses here.
He's throwing a lot of punches below the belt, Golota is, and the referee seems to let it all alone.
Referee Eddie Cotton is 240 pounds. That's good, but he's never had a fight of this magnitude before. That's bad, and this is rapidly becoming like a Rocky movie.
If only Golota is
low blows by Golota, and Eddie Cotton will pull him away. Excuse me, George.
That's the first warning.
You're right. It's time to warn him now. He let it all alone for a few rounds. Now the referee gives an honest-to-goodness warning.
And Golota rests on Cotton and got himself some rest.
And Bowe tried to end the fight with one sweeping right hand, and Golota ducked it. He can't stop himself.
Take your time. Take your time. You got it for 5 minutes. Take your time. Walk it off. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
A fighter who simply cannot stop himself from throwing low blows.
Jim, this is rapidly becoming a 10-7 round because Riddick's winning a round. Golota's going to lose 1 point for the knockdown and 1 point for the low blow. Eddie Cotton just deducted a point for the low blow. So it's going to become a big 10-7 round for Riddick Bowe.
And the odd thing about it, however, is that it's giving Golota a chance to rest from the barrage. So it's paying off for him, except the quarter point. You can see in close. He wants to punch back. He doesn't move down to punch up. A body punch should be punched in an upward arc. He loops those punches.
Irony upon irony. Bowe got a rest when Cotton spoke to Golota about the intentional headbutt. Now Golota gets a rest as Cotton talks to Golota about low blows.
Riddick Bowe now should have a straight right hand. He wouldn't miss, but he keeps going over top.
Hard right hand lands for Golota as Bowe is missing with wide winging shots.
Stop. Good job. Come on, this way.
Somebody said a heavyweight haggler earns. I think we've already had it.
One good fight.
Give me a sponge.
Drama, intensity. What next?
Any punches to the body. I want all straight punches. And God damn it, step the jab in. No more body punches.
You gotta go to the head with this guy. Uppercuts and go to the head with this guy. Straight right hand, you can't miss him. And come back with the left hook. That's all you gotta do.
He's shot. He can't stand.
Let's watch the knockdown. Good right uppercut seemed to do the most damage. That hurt Golota. He's trying to hang in and goes down. Big right hand.
Seconds out! Seconds out!
There's the punch that did the most damage.
Seconds out!
And you heard from the corner of Golota, no more body punches. He should have had that instruction in July and he would have won the fight. But can he remember it in the heat of battle?
I don't think so. Golota only threw 8 jabs in that last round. And just quickly to recap, both fighters have been down. Bowe was down in the second. Golota was down in the fourth. Harold, how do you have it?
2 rounds apiece, but 37-35 in the all-important point scoring in favor of Riddick Bowe, because Andrew Golota has already lost 2 points from referee Eddie Cotton, taking away a point for the headbutt, a point for the low blow, and Riddick Bowe gets an extra point for the knockdown. Now, if he's taken 2 points already, and we're only in the 5th round, he's Andrew Golota headed for another disqualification.
I have it 37-36 because I thought there was a 3-point round earlier with 1 point deducted in the knockdown round.
Riddick Bowe is tired.
And so is Golota.
And they both got a right to be.
Folks, this has nothing to do with anything except who can hit who harder.
And as much as Golota won the tactical battle in the first fight, I think the tactical battle is shifting Bowe's direction here, if he's going to be strong enough over the course of the fight to hold up, because, as you point out, George, he's breathing hard and looks exhausted.
That's true, and sometimes when you take that weight off incorrectly, these are some of the things that happen to you. You can be in control, the next thing you know, you're out of control.
Hard shots by Golota. Bowe is wasted again. That's a knockdown. That's another knockdown. Count has begun at ringside. Cotton gets Golota to the neutral corner.
8. Okay, Riddick, you have to go. Okay, you got 8. Let's go.
That is a very wobbly, glassy-eyed Bowe.
And Golota starts to the body and takes his time wisely. Couldn't finish him in round 2. Got another chance here. But now Golota looks tired. Switches to southpaw. That left hook might have done it. Golota throws a body punch, flirting with disaster.
The referee should make Riddick Bowe get off those ropes.
Bowe takes a hard left-hand shot. Golota misses again with the left that would have done it. Right hand lands for Golota. No room for Bowe to fall down. Ropes are holding him up.
Golota rubbed Bowe in the face with his gloves. He's flirting with being disqualified, and he doesn't have to do it like that.
And again, Bowe survives.
And I gave another 3-point round, this time to Golota.
Put your leg up. Put your leg up. Put your leg up.
Okay.
Put your leg up. Relax. Relax.
Take a deep breath. In your nose. Fill up your lungs through your nose. Blow out your mouth.
That was the punch that set up the knockdown. A very good straight right hand. You see that Bowe is already reeling around the ring, and the punch again on the top of the head, and here will come the knockdown. And this is the end of the round.
5 seconds out.
Riddick Bowe has taken a lot of punches, big punches in the last few years. I don't know how long he can take this.
And tactically in round 5, Golota regained his senses and threw 35 jabs, landing 22 of them. That's what set up the assault.
And Bowe is going right to the ropes, so you wonder if how his legs are holding up, George.
Oh, I don't think there's much on Riddick Bowe holding up that well. Golota has got to go to the body, jab him to the body, and then bring his left hook back up, and he'll have a knockout.
Bowe looks defenseless for the moment. This is indeed a courageous performance by Bowe, who seems not to have any of his faculties as he stands in front of the menacing Golota. And now Eddie Cotton's going to warn Golota for rabbit punching. And incidentally, guys, Golota has not only that cut over his eye now, but he's got a cut on the left side of his lip that goes all the way through, from inside the mouth to outside. So Joe Souza is under enormous pressure between rounds to keep Golota in the fight.
Golota's jab is moving Bowe. That jab is moving a 235-pound man, George.
You know, Riddick Bowe is not moving his head at all. He bends down right into Golota's power.
Well, Golota's got a chance to pile up points here if he can avoid throwing low blows. And Bowe is just looping wild shots, but he's coming back again. Intelligently, Bowe leans all over Golota and gives him no room.
Bowe seems every time he throws a right hand, he just seems to fall out himself.
Golota threw another body punch, flirting with disaster again. Bowe lands that long right hand, but doesn't have much on it.
Who's in better condition? Who wants it more?
At this point, Riddick Bowe punches they've got no sting on him at all. Golota, all he has to do is just stand up there to him and land 3 punches, and Riddick Bowe is on the floor.
But Golota dropped his right hand, and Bowe almost nailed him with a wild left hook that would have changed the fight one more time. Just to be standing up in there, Riddick Bowe is showing a powerful force of will.
One good right hand by Riddick Bowe. Golota seems to sense there's no power on Riddick Bowe's right hand anymore.
Bowe's mother, Dorothy, so disturbed by what she saw in their first meeting, isn't watching the fight tonight. That's a good thing. Southpaw again. And he switched back.
They've done a very good job on Golota's eyes as well. They're not bleeding or bothering him.
And he landed a right cross in the closing seconds of the round, and I don't know what's keeping Bowe on his feet.
And even if he survives this and should win, this may end his career, the punishment he's taking tonight. End his career as a top big-time heavyweight.
I want straight punches to this guy's head. I want you straight to the head. You hear? You got this guy ready to fall down. Make him fall. Turn him, turn him, turn him. Don't stand in front of him.
Andrew, stay in the center of the ring. Step around this man. Do not go back.
Come on.
Get control of yourself right now. Get control of your mind right now. You keep those hands up in front of you. You keep that jab hand going. You understand? I want to see doubles. I want to see double jabs. Right hand. When you're inside, make him work a little short uppercut. The guy is dead tired. You know what? But he see you tired. Okay? Okay? You okay? All right. All right. Now this time, you got him.
Come on, your baby's over there howling. Come on, your baby's over there howling. Get out there and fight.
Is it already the 7th round? Amazing.
Riddick Bowe seemed to be taking control with his jab, but every time he throws a right hand, he seems to fall into Golota's power.
Bowe getting something of a second wind here to begin round 7, although he still looks wobbly most of the time. Golota just missing short with the right hand. That's got to put Bowe in trouble again. The second one of those right-handed shots landed flush. How much of this can Bowe take?
Golota is very smart. He's not throwing a lot of power with those punches. He's just throwing them for the sake of connecting. And that's doing more trouble to Riddick Bowe than anything.
Yeah, it's keeping Riddick back on his heels. It's stopping him from mounting any offense of his own. And it's keeping Golota from having any blood problems with the cuts over his eye and under his mouth. Bowe landed a counter shot there. Right hand and then a left too as Golota backed away. But basically this is target practice for Golota, who snaps Bowe's head back again with the right hand.
Riddick Bowe is probably wondering, why am I so weak? I see it all, but I can't do anything about it. You lose weight improperly, it'll happen every time.
George, he trained for 3 months, but maybe he brought himself down a little bit too fine, overtrained. Whatever the case, those punches aren't doing him any good.
And maybe
you
too
can tell
fast.
that he's in shape. He's just not able to do anything to protect himself.
Well, he started training camp at 282, lost 47 pounds, came all the way down to 235, did it in a relative hurry because he was proud that he was at fighting weight for a few weeks before this bout, but George, you say that's not all good.
No, you just got to make sure you got the right trainer. Eddie Futch being in that training camp could have made a lot of difference because you got to know when to tell a fella lay off, lay off. He seems to have wanted this too badly.
If this fight goes 10 rounds, that'll be the biggest upset since Holyfield over Tyson. Is Bowe playing possum? No, he's not.
I think that round could reasonably have been scored a 2-point round because Bowe absorbed a terrible beating.
How you feel? I think I'm
Keep your eyes off the rope, Bowe.
How you feel? Okay. Now listen, if you don't show me something this round, I'm gonna stop it. The guy ain't doing nothing, but you understand what I'm saying? Now take a deep breath.
Guy can't stand up.
Take a deep breath. Breathe. Now tell me what you're gonna do. You're gonna jab, right? You're gonna jab. You're gonna put straight right hands behind.
You gotta stop.
Golota is relentless. He's in better shape. His head is clear. He's trying to get through Bowe's defenses, taking his time, looking for one big shot. That almost was it. And in Bowe's corner, they were saying to him, if you don't do something here, we'll stop the fight.
Believe me, they wouldn't do him an injustice.
You heard Thel Torrance saying, I'm going to stop it if you don't show me something. Harold, how you got it?
Jim, 5 rounds to 2, but only 65-63, Andrew Golota. The reason he's not ahead more on the points is because he lost those 2 points that Eddie Cotton took away. But still, 5 to 2, 65-63, Andrew Golota.
By punch stat numbers, round 7 was a brutal massacre. Golota landing 43 power shots to only 6 punches for Bowe. And there it is again. Riddick's going to have to hope to get lucky and answer this with a haymaker, because when they start to box again, Golota has all the answers now.
I don't think that Riddick Bowe has another haymaker in his bag. It's seldom that you see heavyweights take that many shots without going down. So these are the kind of fights that damages a young man's career.
Bowe's 29. Hard right hand. Golota ate 2 right hands there. But comes back with a brutal shot of his own.
Where did that come from? Where did Riddick Bowe find that?
Some reservoir of courage and will. This may well be the end of his career near the top of the heavyweight division, but he has shown you a lot of heart.
Riddick Bowe went downstairs this time, maybe accidentally, maybe not.
And Golota was right there on the belt line again. Mostly he's staying upstairs because it's so easy. He fires a left cross out of the southpaw stance and then eats a jab, and it snaps his head back. Again, it looks like Rocky in there.
Golota does so much better when he throws little short punches without too much power on them. He never can miss. But when he throws the big shots, he seems to miss and give Bowe more courage.
He's doing some damage out of that southpaw stance, George. He's landed the left cross twice out of the southpaw stance. Now as he sets to punch, Riddick Bowe gets in a couple.
Let's go. Stop punching.
The referee is looking really good at Riddick Bowe now.
Remember, Riddick Bowe had 3 hard fights against Evander Holyfield. He's had other fights that he won in which he absorbed a lot of punishment. Sometimes a fighter is old when he's 29.
Well, if you're in Bowe's camp and you're looking for some sign of encouragement, here it is. Bowe's gone more than 8 rounds 4 times in his career. Golota only once. And Golota has in the past shown a tendency to tire down the stretch.
Through your nose and blow it out your mouth. Come on, fill up your lungs. Keep your arms down off the ropes. Keep your arms down off the ropes.
Okay. Well, this guy's dead tired, but you gotta show me something, okay? You take a deep breath. Give me a deep breath.
I'm down, baby. Relax.
Give me a deep breath.
See more double jabs. Good, strong. You gotta step into him. You can't lay it in. Step in with the jab. Right hand behind it. This is the 9th round coming up. We got 2 rounds. You got to pick it up now.
Andrew, you got to snap your jab. Let me see that strength you got now. You're in a switch.
And just with the left hand, okay?
Let's go. Hands up. Let me see the jab.
There's Rock Newman, Bowe's manager, seated in the 2nd row, pretty close to ringside, trying to get some signals to Riddick through some of the delays earlier in the fight. Now just watching and hoping.
Wipe that corner up. Get him to wipe that corner up.
Round 9 of a scheduled 10. Less than 6 minutes to go. It's been an unbelievable war.
Riddick Bowe's body seems to have been the only thing that's whipping him. This body just doesn't know how to control this 235 pounds.
Bowe still got some quickness.
Yeah, but he's knocking himself out with those big right hands when he misses.
What a job Joe Souza has done with Golota's 2 cuts. If Andrew wins the fight, Souza's one of the heroes. Now Golota goes to war in the corner just above us, trying to put Bowe in George Foreman's lap.
He almost did. Golota's doing right to measure Riddick Bowe.
Vicious right hand, landed
do
flush.
it with 1 shot. Do it with an accumulation of little shots.
Problem is he can't go to the body, George. He doesn't dare. Golota slips as he tries to throw there and just pops Bowe with a couple of little shots inside and lands another solid right. And Riddick Bowe shows unbelievable guts.
Good body punch. Now that was not low and it hurt Riddick Bowe.
Counter right landed for Bowe, and Golota backs up and stops punching. Still more than a minute to go in the night. Trouble for Bowe now. If he somehow manages to hurt Golota, he might not even know it.
This is one of those fights that speaks for itself.
Now the blood streaming from the cut above Golota's left eye.
Golota got hurt that time. Riddick Bowe doesn't even seem to know it.
It'd be interesting to see if Thel Torrance would stop it after this round, or if he'll let his man go out for the 10th. Bowe hasn't shown much in this particular round.
When you get to this point of a fight, it's not about what you see outside, it's about what they have inside.
The referee is deciding not to even bring in those low shots now. He's not even talking about them. He's allowing them to throw low if they happen to do it.
Stop punching, stop punching, stop punching, stop punching, stop punching.
2 exhausted warriors. Bloody, sweaty, hurt. What else is there, George?
Boy, this is the pain.
Semi-conscious.
Low blows, and down goes Bowe again.
Yeah, that's it.
And Cotton is not thinking disqualification.
He's calling the fight over.
That's it.
He isn't thinking disqualification.
He's disqualified Golota again.
That's right to do this time. That's right.
No, he's deducting points. He didn't stop the fight. He's deducting points.
Larry Hazard came into the ring and told Cotton to take a point. What's going on here?
Well, they might think that's the end of the fight.
He disqualified
He
him.
did disqualify him?
The fight is over. Another disqualification.
And it's right. This guy didn't have to go down there, and you can't protect where he's hitting. He's hitting beside that cup. The cup is not protecting where he's throwing.
I think this fight might knock out both fighters.
Unbelievable.
Golota whipped Riddick Bowe this time hands down. And why do you have to go down? Why do you have to hit?
He can't stop himself,
No,
George.
he couldn't stop. That's not deliberate, George.
It was deliberate, Larry.
No, I don't believe that for a moment. I don't believe it for a moment. I just think
his corner told him, don't go to the body anymore.
And he couldn't.
Okay?
And he
so
just,
why do you go to the body unless you're deliberately trying to do something?
Because he's hurt and he can't think. And
fighting on instinct.
Punch.
Yeah, but you're going to have to think about that when the referee warned you several times.
Very good, Eddie.
Riddick Bowe.
Nothing, you're right.
Riddick Bowe got whipped.
Golota didn't get the same patience out of Wayne Kelly or out of Eddie Cotton that he got out of Wayne Kelly in New York.
Look at that, over and over. And Larry, you can't say these are accidents. You just got to forget that.
Enforce the rules. You don't have
One, two.
You warned them.
One shot is an accident. Two. And the referee tried his best not to call a few of them early on.
He butted him with his head. And he says, hey, the guy was...
Golota may be the best fighter in the world today who can't win a fight honestly. He beat Riddick Bowe, and I believe he can whip any fighter if he's given an opportunity in the ring.
Harold Letterman in New York. Wayne Kelly elected to warn twice, took 3 points away, and finally disqualified Golota on the 6th citation for low blows. What happened here?
Jim, let me tell you something. Eddie Cotton disqualified Andrew Golota after he took away the 3rd point. The same as Wayne Kelly did. And I told you it was going to happen after he took away the 2nd point. Referees will go 3 points and you're out of there. And that's all there is to it. He took away a point in round 2 from Andrew Golota for a headbutt. He took a point away in round 4 for a low blow. He took a point away in round 9 for a low blow. And Andrew Golota is out of there. Referees will not generally go beyond 3 points deducted.
So the deducted point for the headbutt figures into the disqualification for low blows.
3 points were deducted.
All right, let's go to Michael Buffer.
Calls a halt to the bout. It ends at 2:58 of round number 9. The winner by disqualification, Riddick Big Daddy Bowe.